What if I told you there's a country where the first sunrise touches Earth? Dolphins are the size of dogs and streets are too steep to walk. This is New Zealand. Welcome to Watch the Globe, your go-to guide for uncovering the world's best-kept secrets. Let's dive in to discover 18 astonishing facts about New Zealand you won't believe. Are you ready? Let's start with Fact 1. The first to see the sunrise in the small coastal town of Gisborne, on New Zealand's North Island. The first rays of sunlight hit the Earth each day. Due to its geographic location, Gisborne is one of the first places on the planet to witness a new day. This makes it a popular destination for those who seek to be among the first to ring in the new year, and every day in Gisborne starts with this symbolic moment of renewal. However, this isn't just a quirky fact. Local Maori culture holds significant respect for the sun's power and its symbolic meaning of life and rebirth. In fact, ceremonies are often held on New Year's Day as the first rays of light illuminate the sacred mountain of Hikurangi nearby, adding a spiritual aspect to this daily phenomenon. The distinction of being among the first to see the sunrise has also made Gisborne a hotspot for tourists looking for a fresh start. Thousands gather for New Year's Eve festivals here, celebrating the unique chance to be ahead of the rest of the world in greeting the new year. Fact 2. Home of the world's smallest dolphin. New Zealand's waters are home to one of the world's most fascinating marine species, Hector's dolphin. These are not only the smallest dolphins on the planet but also one of the most endangered. Hector's dolphins grow to just about 4 to 5 feet long and weigh a mere 110 to 130 pounds. Their distinct rounded dorsal fins and playful nature make them easy to identify, but spotting one in the wild is rare. With fewer than 10,000 remaining, conservation efforts are critical. These dolphins live primarily around New Zealand's South Island, where tourists and locals alike hope to catch a glimpse of these elusive creatures. One interesting fact about Hector's dolphins is that their lifespan is much shorter than that of most other dolphin species, averaging only 20 years, compared to the 40 to 60 years for other dolphins. Several conservation groups are working hard to protect them from fishing nets and other human activities that threaten their survival. So if you're lucky enough to spot one of these amazing dolphins, you'll be seeing a true natural wonder. Fact 3. A land without snakes. Imagine hiking through dense forests, crossing rivers, and walking across wide open plains, without the fear of a snake slithering past your feet. In New Zealand, this is a reality. The country is completely snake-free, and not by accident. Strict biosecurity laws keep these reptiles from entering the ecosystem, making it one of the very few places on Earth without a native or invasive snake population. Why is this important? New Zealand's ecosystem is incredibly fragile, and the introduction of snakes could wreak havoc on native species. New Zealand is home to many ground-dwelling birds like the Kiwi and the kakapo, which could be severely impacted by the introduction of snake predators. To maintain this balance, New Zealand's government works tirelessly to ensure no snakes enter through its ports and airports. Imagine the peace of mind knowing you can explore every corner of nature without that particular fear. Fact 4. The clearest lake in the world. New Zealand is known for its stunning natural beauty, and nowhere is this more evident than at Blue Lake, located in the Nelson Lakes National Park. The lake is so clear that it holds the record for the clearest natural fresh water in the world. Scientists have found that the visibility in Blue Lake can reach up to 80 meters, which is almost equivalent to distilled water in clarity. But this is more than just a scientific curiosity. For the local Maori, Blue Lake, or Rotomeriwhenua, is considered a sacred site. Swimming and recreational activities are strictly prohibited out of respect for its cultural significance. This makes it one of the few untouched natural wonders left in the world. Imagine standing at the edge of the lake, staring into waters so clear you feel like you're gazing into another dimension. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, is it done? Great, thank you so much. Let's move on to Fact 5. The Kiwi bird's giant egg. New Zealand's most famous bird, the Kiwi, is a peculiar little creature. Not only is it flightless, but the Kiwi also lays an egg that is shockingly large compared to its body size. In fact, The egg can weigh up to 20% of the female's body weight. To put that in perspective, it would be like a human mother giving birth to a toddler-sized baby. This incredible biological feat makes the kiwi bird one of nature's strangest marvels. But why does the kiwi lay such a large egg? Scientists believe it's a result of evolutionary changes. The ancestors of the kiwi were likely much larger birds, and although the kiwi itself became smaller over time, its egg did not. Despite its size, the kiwi remains highly vulnerable, and conservation efforts are in place to protect this iconic species. Let's continue to fact 6. The steepest street in the world. If you're up for a challenge, head to Baldwin Street in Dunedin, New Zealand. This street holds the Guinness World Record for the steepest residential street in the world, with a gradient of 35%. Walking, or attempting to walk, up Baldwin Street is a unique experience, and it's become a major tourist attraction. Every year, locals hold the Baldwin Street Gutbuster Race, where participants sprint, or crawl, to the top. But it's not just the thrill that draws people to Baldwin Street. From the top, you get stunning views of the surrounding city and landscape, making the climb totally worth it. Interestingly, the street's steep incline was not a deliberate design choice but rather the result of poor city planning in the late 19th century, when surveyors failed to account for Dunedin's hilly terrain. Which of these first 6 facts about New Zealand surprised you the most? Fact 7. The southernmost capital, Wellington, New Zealand's vibrant capital city, holds the distinction of being the southernmost capital in the world. Located at the southern tip of New Zealand's North Island, Wellington is known for its thriving arts scene, stunning harbour, and infamous winds. Dubbed Windy Wellington, the city's geographical positioning channels strong winds through the Cook Strait, giving it a reputation for blustery weather. But don't let the winds fool you. Wellington is also one of the most culturally rich cities in the Southern Hemisphere, with world-class museums, galleries, and theaters. The city's quirky mix of rugged nature and urban life has even earned it the title of the coolest little capital in the world by Lonely Planet. Whether you're there to catch a film at the Wellington Film Festival or explore the nearby Zealandia Wildlife Sanctuary, Wellington has something for everyone. Fact 8. The world's only flightless parrot. Meet the kakapo, one of New Zealand's strangest and most beloved animals. This large, nocturnal parrot is the only flightless parrot in the world, and its numbers have dwindled to critically endangered levels. With fewer than 200 kakapo left in existence, each individual bird is precious. The kakapo is also the world's heaviest parrot, and its inability to fly doesn't stop it from climbing trees and waddling through the dense forest. Efforts to save the kakapo from extinction are ongoing. Conservationists have launched breeding programs, and many kakapo now live in predator-free sanctuaries. Their quirky personalities and unique characteristics have made the kakapo a symbol of New Zealand's commitment to protecting its natural heritage. Fact 9. A land of living fossils. In New Zealand's remote regions, you can find the tuatara, a reptile often referred to as a living fossil. Why, you may ask? Because it's the only surviving member of a species group that thrived over 200 million years ago during the age of the dinosaurs. Unlike most reptiles, the tuatara has a third eye on the top of its head that helps regulate its circadian rhythms. The tuatara is considered a treasure of New Zealand's wildlife and has been the subject of many studies due to its unique biological traits. Conservation efforts have helped protect the tuatara, and it now resides on several offshore islands where introduced predators like rats and stoats have been eradicated. Have you ever encountered a rare or unique animal in the wild? Share your story in the comments. Ready for some action? Let's move on to Fact 10. The world's first commercial bungee jump. New Zealand is not just about serene landscapes and quiet beauty, it's also the birthplace of modern adventure sports. In 1988, the world's first ever commercial bungee jump took place at the Kawarau Gorge Suspension Bridge in Queenstown. This daring leap into the unknown quickly became a rite of passage for thrill seekers worldwide. Queenstown itself has earned a reputation as the adventure capital of the world, offering not only bungee jumping but also jet boating, skydiving, and ziplining. For those brave enough to take the leap, the Kawarau Gorge offers an unforgettable experience, with crystal clear water flowing beneath you and rugged cliffs towering above. Fact 11. The glowing caves of Waitomo. Deep beneath the rolling hills of Waitomo lies a subterranean world illuminated by thousands of glowworms. The Waitomo caves are famous for their bioluminescent display, where glowworms light up the caves, creating a galaxy-like experience underground. A boat ride through these glowing caverns is nothing short of magical. But the glowworms aren't just a visual wonder, they're also unique to New Zealand. Known scientifically as Arachnicampa luminosa, these small creatures create silk threads that dangle from the cave ceiling, trapping insects. Their bioluminescence serves as a lure for unsuspecting prey, making them both beautiful and deadly. Fact 12. The Southern Lights. While the Northern Hemisphere has the Aurora Borealis, New Zealand offers the equally mesmerizing Aurora Australis, or Southern Lights. This natural light show, which can be seen from the southernmost parts of the country, paints the night sky in shades of green, pink, and purple. The phenomenon occurs when solar wind particles collide with the Earth's atmosphere, producing the vibrant colors. For stargazers and photographers, witnessing the Southern Lights is a dream come true. The best time to see the Southern Lights is during the winter months, but if you're lucky, they can sometimes be seen throughout the year. Fact 13. The iconic lone tree of Lake Wanaka. In the still waters of Lake Wanaka stands a solitary willow tree that has become one of New Zealand's most iconic and photographed landmarks. The lone tree seems to defy all odds, growing in isolation in the middle of the lake. Its resilience in the face of the elements has turned it into a symbol of New Zealand's rugged beauty and strength. Photographers from around the world flock to Lake Wanaka to capture the tree at sunrise or sunset when the light creates a dramatic backdrop against the lake and surrounding mountains. Fact 14. The Treaty of Waitangi. In 1840, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between the British Crown and Maori chiefs, laying the foundation for modern New Zealand. However, the differing interpretations of the treaty's terms have led to long-standing disputes between the Maori people and the government. The Treaty of Waitangi is now considered a cornerstone of New Zealand's legal and political framework, and efforts to address historical grievances continue to shape the nation's future. The Waitangi Treaty Grounds in the Bay of Islands is now a museum and cultural center, offering visitors an opportunity to learn about this pivotal moment in New Zealand's history. Which of these New Zealand landmarks would you most like to visit? Share your choice in the comments. Fact 15. New Zealand's early exports. Wool and meat. New Zealand's economy was built on agriculture, and wool was one of its earliest exports. In the 19th century, New Zealand became known for its high-quality wool, and by 1882, it had exported its first shipment of frozen meat to the United Kingdom. These exports played a vital role in establishing New Zealand's economy, and to this day, agriculture remains a significant part of the country's GDP. While tourism and technology have grown, New Zealand's reputation as a leading exporter of lamb and dairy products continues to be a point of national pride. Fact 16. The clearest sky for stargazing. If you're looking for the clearest night sky on Earth, head to the Aoraki Mackenzie Dark Sky Reserve in New Zealand. This region is internationally recognized for its exceptionally dark skies, offering unparalleled views of the stars, planets, and galaxies. The reserve covers over 4,300 square kilometers, making it one of the largest dark sky reserves in the world. Here, astronomers and stargazers alike come to marvel at the Milky Way, the Southern Cross, and even distant galaxies. The clarity of the night sky is so exceptional that you can even see satellites and meteors streaking across the heavens. It's an experience that leaves visitors in awe of the universe. Fact 17. The forgotten Otago Gold Rush. While the California and Australian gold rushes are well documented, New Zealand's Otago region experienced its own gold rush in the 1860s. Thousands of prospectors flocked to Otago in search of fortune, rapidly developing the region and leaving behind ghost towns that still echo with stories of the past. Today, the Otago Goldfields Heritage Trail takes visitors through the remnants of this once booming industry, offering a glimpse into New Zealand's rich history. You can still try your hand at gold panning, or simply explore the historic towns that were once thriving hubs of activity. Fact 18. The nuclear-free nation. In 1987, New Zealand made a bold statement by declaring itself a nuclear-free zone. This decision, enshrined in law, was met with international praise as well as political friction, particularly with the United States. New Zealand's anti-nuclear stance became a defining feature of its identity, reinforcing the country's reputation as a peaceful and environmentally conscious nation. This policy remains a point of national pride, and it continues to shape New Zealand's foreign relations and environmental policies. The country's commitment to sustainability and its nuclear-free stance are seen as key elements of its global leadership in environmental protection. What do you think about New Zealand's stance on being a nuclear-free nation? Share your thoughts below. And there you have it, 18 shocking facts about New Zealand that truly showcase the wonder and uniqueness of this incredible country. From its rich cultural history to its stunning natural beauty, New Zealand is a place like no other. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Watch the Globe for more travel tips and hidden gems. Until next time, keep exploring and keep dreaming.